Hello, and I hope you all are well. Welcome back once again to my channel. Today we are making delicious jollof rice. So without further ado, let's get started. So here I have my ingredients, and I have fresh tomatoes, half of red bell pepper and green bell pepper. I have carrots, onions. I'm using both the white and the red, and I have garlic and ginger. I have some shallots. I love these onions very well. And I have the anise seeds, nkiti. I have fresh puree, tomato puree, some curry, and then seasoning stock cube. And for the meat, I'm using lamb. Please do feel free to use any meat of your choice. I also have here rice. I'm using jasmine rice, some salt, some scotch bonnet, and vegetable oil. And also here I have some bay leaf. So first of all, I'm going to be roasting the tomatoes and the bell peppers in the oven. And you can also feel free to boil them or grind them or blend them fresh. So while the tomatoes is on the oven, I'll go ahead to grind the seasoning. And then here I'm just going to add salt, and then the seasoning stock cube and some bay leaf, and then the blended seasoning also. I'm going to add more, and then I'm going to be mixing together to make sure the meat is well marinated. And then I'm going to be cooking this for about 30 minutes because I want the meat to be very soft. So I'm going to give it a stir, and then I'm going to be roasting this also. You can also fry your meat if you so wish, but I just want to roast mine in the oven or grilled. So you can see the tomatoes and the bell peppers are well roasted. I do it this way because if I want to get that perfect, delicious, smoky jollof rice, this will help to give that beautiful aroma. So on my saucepan, I just added the oil and also added the curry powder, and I let it fry for about 1 minute before adding the onion. I'll give it a stir, and then I'll go ahead to add my tomatoes puree or tomatoes paste. I will stir this and let it fry slowly because I want to get this nice golden brown color. And then I went ahead to add the bay leaf. So this is it. This is the perfect color that I'm looking for. Now I'll go ahead to add in my blended fresh tomatoes and the bell pepper. Give it a stir and make sure all is well mixed. And then I'll add a little bit of the stock, and I'm just going to let it cook slowly until the liquid or the water is dried out. In here I add just a tablespoon of the blended spice. You don't want the spice to overpower your sauce or your stew or the rice that you are cooking. And then I just added part of the sauce to a new saucepan, and I went ahead to add in my rice, and I'm just going to stir fry this for about 2 minutes. So the sauce is too much, and I'm going to go ahead to add a little bit more rice, and I'm just going to be frying this for 2 minutes. So my spatula is a bit shorter, so I just switched for this one, which is a bit longer. And after frying this for 2 minutes, I went ahead to add in the rest of the stock and add more water. And I tested for salt, so at this point I'm just going to add just about half of tablespoon of salt. Mix together, And now cover this and allow it to cook slowly. Jollof rice is easily to get burnt, so make sure you lower your fire when preparing it, because you don't want to get that too much burnt of your rice. So after this cooked for about 5 minutes, and then I went ahead to stir and add in my carrot. I give it a stir, mix all together, and now I'm just going to go ahead and cover with some foil paper, and then I'll let the heat do the rest. So I just lower the heat on a very low heat, and this has been cooking now for about 30 minutes. I just give it another stir. As you can see, the rice is still halfway cooked. Give it a stir and make sure all is well combined, and then cover again until you get the perfect texture you're looking for. And here my meat is ready, and I'm just going to remove the bones from the meat before bringing it to the rice. So I just went ahead adding my meat, give it a stir, and then I'll go ahead to add my sliced onions and the green bell pepper, just to give it extra aroma to the rice. After that, give it a stir, cover, and now let it cook slowly. Let the heat do the magic to cook slowly, because you want to get that nice, soft, juicy, perfect jollof rice. And this is the end result. The rice is perfectly cooked, very, very soft, and juicy also. You don't want to eat dry jollof rice. You want that perfect juicy jollof rice. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you